Facebook. Hi, my beautiful queens and kings, of course. It's Deesh. So today, just a couple of things to, as far as the tips, to talk about with you based on what, of course, came to me as usual. So I am, of course, going to keep it real with you guys and authentic, and hopefully that will cause you guys to want to be open and honest and authentic yourselves. Okay, so I just ended, well, I'll just say I stopped dating someone. So it was a really great experience, and you know, I learned from it, and just moving forward. So what came to me, ladies, was a couple of things to share with you guys. And the first thing, you know, is to definitely, of course, let something go if it's not right for you. I've said this before. I've actually written an article on it, and I've clearly mentioned it in other articles as well. But in regards to relationships and a good man, okay, there are plenty of good men, ladies. At least I believe that. There are plenty of good men left. And the thing is, he needs to be right, okay? He can be good. He can be good. He can, we'll say, be consistent. You know, he can be like a good man, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's right for you, ladies, okay? And it doesn't mean you're a bad person, he's a bad person. You know, sometimes it just means that you guys are not right for each other. You know, maybe you guys are better as friends. And that specifically is what occurred in my recent situation. And so I wanted to definitely speak to that. It came to me to, you know, speak to that to you all, to let you know that, you know, it's okay. If you are involved with a man, and yes, he may be nice, he may be good, and that doesn't necessarily mean that he's actually right for you. You know, only you can figure that out. But just on the basic level, I want you guys to know that good does not necessarily equal right. The article that I wrote on that is on my website, dreamencourager.com. If you go to articles, click on just articles, and kind of scroll through, you'll see it says good, like good man versus the right man, something like that. I know it's my article, I know, but it is on there, and I speak to that. So, you know, let something go if it's not right for you, ladies. You know, you don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel guilty. You know, you should love yourself and honor yourself, and you deserve the very best. You know that. I will speak that until kingdom come. You know, we're queens, ladies. We are queens, and you deserve the very best. We're God's daughters. We're royalty. Okay, there's nothing in us that should be settling, should, you know, just accept anything. If it's not right for you, it's not right for you, and it's okay. You know, you don't have to feel bad or feel guilty and, oh man, you know, no, you know, that just means that there's someone else, you know, probably something even better. And not that the one you were dealing with wasn't great, but just, again, not right for you. That's all. And if you even think about it, if you weren't right, or excuse me, if he wasn't right for you, then guess what? You also weren't right for him, you see? So maybe to take the pressure off of yourself and maybe feeling guilty, because we're humans, we feel that, especially as women, you know, we do. We feel like, oh my gosh, and sad and guilty and maybe shame. You feel shame sometimes, and you feel like, oh man, well, gosh, you know, we talk about how there aren't a lot of good men out there per se, and, you know, then you get one and it's like, so how come this one didn't work out? But again, doesn't equal right. Good doesn't always equal right. He will be great for the right woman for him, and you'll be great for the right man for you. So don't feel guilty. Okay, it's there's two people, yeah, that's four, right? But two people in a relationship, it's two people. It's not one-sided. So it's got to be both ways. It cannot be one-sided. So it's both ways, and both of you need to be on the same wavelength. You need to hopefully respect each other, like each other, and both of you have to want to put in, the effort and time that it takes to build something solid. And, if, who knows, a month, couple months in, whatever, even if it was, I don't know, a year in, I mean, if you get to that point and you are doing what you're supposed to do, and, he does what he's supposed to do, and unfortunately it still doesn't work out, then, you've got to let it go. It's sad. It sucks. I know we're at the holiday season now, and I know it's cuffing season, but please, ladies, please, I urge you, do not let that be why you hold on to someone that's not right for you. Okay? I get it. I swear, I get it. It's the holidays, but still the principle. I mean, if you hold on to something that is not right for you, okay, then you're essentially blocking the way for the right things to come to you. So if you're saying you want a husband, for example, you're saying that you want a husband, but there's someone in his place, where's the husband going to come? Okay, you have to make room for what you're asking for. So even though it's the holidays maybe, and who wants to necessarily be alone? And again, I get that. I am human just like you ladies, trust me. But you've got to, I would just suggest and maybe just ask you to think about it from a different perspective, okay? There's no space for what you're asking for, and you just also need to honor yourself. Simply, hey ladies, just honor yourself. Honor yourself, love yourself enough to wait for the best, and let go of what's not working for you. Let it go if it's not right. And something in specific to my situation, when you pray or meditate, whatever it is that you do, when you're asking for guidance and answers, if you pay attention, like stuff will come. And there was a song that came to me, no coincidence. It's a song that I liked, but it's like an older song. And the lyrics from the song like kind of spoke to me. So I knew, like, damn. Like I was like, okay, I already knew, but clearly this is it. So just honor yourself, ladies. Please honor yourself and love yourself. Love yourself enough to walk away from anything that's not, even just making you happy, not serving you, not growing you. But if it's just not right for you, okay, you have to love yourself enough to do that. And let it go if it's not right. I believe in love. I still believe in love. My heart is still open. I know some people get bitter and resentful, and they take on a lot of negativity or negative energy, but no, absolutely not. I don't do that, or at least it's not my intention to do that. So no, I'm still good. Like I'm still open to love and marriage and all that stuff. But I just know that particular guy wasn't right for me. And I told him that, we can just be friends. Like, I think we'd be really great as friends. Whether that actually happens, like, I guess if we, continue just being friends, I don't know. But for me, I told him, yes, we can be friends, and I'm cool. Like, I'm always cool. Like, I don't do grudges and negativity and all that stuff. Like, I don't like that. But that was the first thing that I wanted to bring up to you guys is, to really let it go if it's not right for you. And even though it's the holidays and no one, of course, wants to be alone, love yourself enough to let it go. That way you have the space for someone else to come in, because someone can't come in if someone's already in their place. Okay. The second part of that, as far as the message to give to you guys, was the idea that, yes, if, follow your purpose and love finds you. Absolutely. Stay in your purpose, follow your purpose. Love finds itself. I get all that. Focus on God, focus on you, focus on God. I fully get that. Thumbs up. However, ladies, and gentlemen, I guess for really for that matter, but queens, like, you can do that, and essentially you should do that, but you still have to, like, get out of the house. I don't think that necessarily means like you need to barricade yourself at home. If you want love, be honest with yourself about that. If that's something that you desire, be honest with yourself about that. You do want love, or you do want to be in a relationship, for example. That's fine. Okay. But, and yes, you should be focused on yourself and your purpose and, doing your thing to become the best version of yourself. Absolutely. However, he's not going to come if you stay barricaded in the house, ladies. Like, you still should participate in life. Like, be doing your thing, but, gosh, still go out, I'm not saying, of course, to go out looking for him, but still go out to give yourself an opportunity to be seen, like for you to essentially be in a position, for him to find you, The good book says, he who finds a wife findeth a good thing. He can't find you if you're always in your house on your couch. Again, I support and I agree, of course, to focus on yourself and be doing your thing. And of course, yes, the love will find you. That's good, great, and wonderful. But there's still an aspect of that. We have to be honest. There's still an aspect of that you have to still be out in the world. Like, you still have to go out, meet people. How is he going to find you if you're always home? Like, you're never, ever doing anything, Meetup groups, meetup.com. It's a great resource. Different, so many groups around the world. You just put in like your zip code, meetup.com. You put in your zip code, excuse me. You could type like women's social or girls night out, something of that nature, and put in like, say, a 20-mile radius based on your zip code, and it'll give you like a slew of groups that you can join, to do stuff with, with other women. But they also have co-ed groups. So boom, male and female, so, do stuff, like, definitely do stuff that you like to do. If you want love and you want to be in love, don't deny that, and don't deny that truth to yourself. Be honest. But that's not going to happen, like, if you don't get out and mingle, and be in a position, like, be in like places where a man might actually see you. We have to keep it real, ladies. I'm going to give it to you guys real and straight. Like, I love you. I love us, women, queenhood, queendomness, all of that. I'm all for us, but we have to talk about real stuff. And on another token, also in alignment with that is, so it kind of came to me as a confirmation. So again, talking about the guy that I was dating, and we just pretty much stopped dating, or decided to split up or whatever. So at my place of worship, it was just brought up to me in a different way. So all I'm going to say is, if you want love, right, and you want to be in a relationship, again, keep that real with yourself. Be honest with yourself about that. You don't have to, like, be in denial about that. In addition to, yes, you fulfilling your purpose and doing all that. Okay, so getting out of the house, yes, but if you're like afraid, ladies, I could see that that's probably what would keep you in the house. The way that it was mentioned to me, it was like, so you're afraid of the very thing, that you're asking for. So instead of you putting yourself out there and dating, or just, going out participating in life to where a man, might see you, you are afraid of heartbreak. You're afraid, to maybe get your heart broken, and fully understandable. Hello. And so instead of you doing that, boom, you stay home. Like, you don't date, you don't do anything, which again would be what I'm talking about, kind of on that same path. So, love is a risk, ladies. It's a risk, but I also believe that it's a beautiful thing. And we all deserve love. We all want it. We all deserve it, divinely, like we rightfully so. It's our birthright to, give love, receive love. It really is. And if you're afraid of heartbreak, I mean, who isn't? Ladies, like, who isn't? Damn, I'm getting all emotional. But who isn't? And it's just a part of the process. Like, I would be lying if I said, like, I wasn't hurt. But you have to, like, keep going. Like, you have to deal with it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you have to, like, deal with it. Allow yourself the time to heal. And then when you're really ready, get back out there. Like, please don't close your heart up. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, ladies. It sucks, but again, it's a part of the process. And I think if you look at it, with a positive perspective, you'll see it differently, because I do believe everything comes to us, like when we're ready, and, God gives us what we need. Sometimes we don't get what we want, but he certainly gives us what we need. And sometimes we just need to go through certain things. There are certain things that have to come up, for us to heal and work on before we get to that husband. As there are things that I'm sure the husband, whoever he might be, the guy needs to work on, before he can come to you, before he's ready, to also receive you. So it's it's twofold. Again, it's two people in a relationship. So, it may be you, it may be him, it may be both of you that, need to work on yourselves, before the two of you can come together. And so you may need to, date a couple of guys, get your feet wet. Like, you may need to be exposed to that again, like, before God sends you your husband. So even though you may be afraid of heartbreak, you don't want to even put yourself out there, because that is a possibility. I would say to that, ladies, it's a part of the process, and, look at it as it's life. We are all going to make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. Like, nobody's perfect. You're going to get it wrong at some point. And I'm not saying it's your fault, but it's life. Like, it's life. So please don't close your heart up. I believe in love, and I hope that you really still believe in love, and that it can happen for you, because your beliefs dictate your reality. And the reality is, if you don't believe that there is a man for you, or that God has a man for you, then your actions are clearly going to mirror that belief. Hence why you would probably be staying home and not out in the world participating and, doing stuff to nurture yourself and be in a position to be seen. So recap, pretty much tip number one was to let it go if it's not right. A good man, great and wonderful, but good doesn't necessarily equal right, and right for you, nor you right for him. Honor yourself, love yourself. If it's not right, you're not. If your intuition, your whole being, if it's not right, you don't feel something, honor yourself and honor that, and don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty. Some people are just meant to be friends. Maybe you started off dating and maybe you're just supposed to be friends. It doesn't matter. Let it go if it's not right. I understand it's the holiday season. Nobody wants to be alone, but being alone is better than being with the wrong person and, just being miserable or just being in the energy of something that's not right for you, period. I'd rather you be single and be at peace. Have that peace of mind. Give yourself that peace of mind because you deserve it. And then the second tip, was about getting out of the house. If you do want love and you're looking for a relationship, marriage, long-term, or you just, hopefully that would be it. But just if you're looking for a relationship, make sure that you are out in the world participating, doing different things to nourish you. Maybe join meetup.com, do different activities that you like to do. It's like put yourself in, that'll help give you the opportunity to be seen by a man. Okay. And also on the other part of that is that, if you're not dating, because even though you do say you want a relationship and you really do want love, but if you're not out there because you're afraid of heartbreak and, you don't want to be hurt, again, I fully understand that, ladies. I swear I'm human like you. But you can't close your heart up and, you can't ask for, God to send you someone and you're at home all the time. Like that doesn't even make sense. Like I get it, but you have to be out. You have to, unfortunately, you've got to, there's a process in everything. And part of that process is, yes, you may have to date, a couple guys or, go on a couple dates at least. Like it's a process. Sometimes the guys are good and sometimes they're not. But again, it's a part of the process. And think about, sort of that end result. I think about, the end result for me is happily married. Okay. Happily married, so I'm willing to go through what I need to go through. That way I'm ready for my husband when he comes along. So there's a process. Okay. And I would just say to trust the process. No one wants their heart broken. No one wants to be hurt and put up with all, a lot of the foolishness that unfortunately is out there, but through those things, you will also grow as a person, as the woman that you are, the queen that you are. You will learn about yourself through the process, so you may come across a guy and you thought he was great and wonderful. And then, as time went on, you start to see some things and you may even realize like, okay, I said I wanted A, B, and C. And guess what? He had A, B, and C, but then it was like, I'm still not feeling something about him, So it could be maybe what you thought you wanted or maybe what you thought you needed, you didn't really need, because that can happen sometimes. But you see, you wouldn't learn that. You wouldn't recognize that unless you went through that with the guy to get that lesson. You see what I mean? So we have to be open. Like you have to be open and go through the process just like anything else. Okay. So those were the things that came to me to give to you guys today. As you can see, like I said, it's all the tears. Oh my gosh. I'm just like you. I'm human, on this journey with you guys, just like you all. And as the messages come to me to give to you guys, I will give them to you like I am now. Queens Don't Settle is on Amazon, as well as No More Broken Records. Both of my books are on Amazon, right under my name, Dixon, DeshDixon. And I also have the other fan page, which is just it's Petite with Purpose. So I have this page, and then I have Petite with Purpose. If you put in Dixon, it should come up, and you just click on that. I'll probably be doing the majority of my Facebook Lives from this page, but I may once in a while go to the Petite with Purpose. I have both of them. So I love you, Queens. I'm here with you, and please feel free to comment. We all have our experiences and our journeys to our best selves. And that's the thing, through all of this, even with the relationships, you get an opportunity to learn about yourself, and just to always be growing and evolving, into your best self, your highness. So I've got to go, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. I love you. I love you always. Okay. You're queens. Never forget that. Bye.